My name is Nina Carpenter, and I would like to inform you about animal abuse and neglect. You're shivering uncontrollably and laying in pain in a cold, dark gutter. Your stomach is growling with hunger, and you can't remember your last warm meal. That is exactly how an animal feels when they are neglected and abused. I use the following websites: www.petabuse.com, www.humansociety.org, and my own personal traumatic story dealing with animal abuse. In 2007, over 1,800 animal abuse cases were reported. I'm going to go over with you what animal abuse and neglect is and give you a few reasons why people neglect and abuse animals. I also would like to share my experience with animal abuse and neglect. Animal abuse is when a person has intent to harm an animal. Abuse is actually more disturbing than animal neglect. It causes physical harm by deliberately injuring the animal. In a few types, which are beating, torturing, and even killing the furry animal. Animal abuse is not always committed with intent, and many animals are in fact more neglected every day. Animal neglect is the person not providing proper care to the animal, and is actually more common than you might think. A few types include lack of food, water, shelter, or even medical attention, which can also be determined as abandonment. Now, this does not require intent because neglect takes place when the animal is ignored. And now that I have informed you of the two types, let me explain reasons why people commit this crime. So, why are animals abused or neglected? That can be because the person may want to punish, control the animal. The innocent animal sometimes gets hurt. For their own personal amusement, the person might actually hurt the animal. Animals can be neglected because the person is uneducated even. The animal accrues medical costs, or the person forgets even about their animal. I have my own personal experience with what happened when an animal was abused and neglected. One afternoon, my brother and I were going down to the bridge to look around, dig around, treasure hunt. And not too far away from the trail, we heard a kitten meowing. And we looked in this tree, and there was a black trash bag. And so my brother hurriedly climbed up the tree. And he looked inside. And there was a horrible surprise. All were dead but one. Someone had driven by and thrown out the kittens like our everyday trash. That's a horrible story, and it has affected me and stayed with me throughout my whole entire life. I'll never forget it. So now that I have covered what animal abuse and neglect is and shared my own story on the matter, I want you to pay close attention to animals near and dear to you. Remember, animals are an important part of our lives and other people's lives, and that every animal should be treated with respect. Thank you.